Okay, let me. Test. Okay, I think it's working. Very good. Okay, I guess like this is the second time we are streaming. Did my face even appear? Okay, now my face even appeared. As you might have noticed if you watched the first time, I I felt really awkward to stream for the first time. I really had no idea, and what really confuses me is the fact that there is this 5-6 seconds delay between what I do in the stream and what I see on the Steam page, and especially with the chat, that makes it kind of awkward when you do answer to people, and meanwhile stuff happens. But I mean, like, we're getting used to it, and the point is not me being entertaining, but the point is me showing you Empires in Ruins. So let me finish this. Okay. Then we continue from where we left yesterday. I don't remember where we left yesterday. Yes, here. Okay, so the overall objectives of Chapter 1 is to take control of all these provinces of Chapter 1. Calamere, Gießen, Felbert, Heim, Pfalz and Konnenberg. And to bring in each of them the rebellious activity below 10%. We have a riot. No, okay, no. We don't have a riot, but this province we conquered and we pillaged. Here, someone drew the mustache for the princess. Okay, we need to scout here. You see, we cannot use Pfalz. I like that I say it with a really strong German accent. It's not Pfalz, but it's Pfalz. Okay, we cannot use it because we are still pillaging. So we need to start from somewhere else. Takes a bit longer, but then. Are they building something? I'm checking a second because I don't remember what I did exactly yesterday. Okay. Okay, yeah, so more or less everywhere I'm building decently enough. I think we could... research. If you like these songs from the soundtrack, okay, the songs in battle and some of those in the main map, they are made by our guys, by the Red Dual Pipes. And those are made specifically for Empires in Ruins. If this song here, for example, and another two from the main map, they are made by Tribauta. Tribauta is a Celtic band of friends. They come also from our area, and they gave us 3 songs to use, like in the main map, because it's a bit slower in pace compared to the songs that we did record for the battle maps. And if you are interested, I can link you their SoundCloud where you can find all the songs. They're pretty good. Okay then. Research. I have mixed feelings about the Ballista Tower. I think I need to change it further, because if used correctly it's really good, but it's very difficult to use. If you think, especially in comparison with the other towers that they always shoot and they always work, the Ballista needs to be aligned. I will show you when we finish researching. Okay. Okay, we could take Conquest, but it's really easy battle. You see, the longer the distance, the more the price will increase for each attack. Meanwhile, we send the headquarters on. Okay, so I'm using fight officers. I don't have a new one. Okay, let's go to battle. Auto result would be pretty high, but we want to also fight the battles. like my old man said, if you spray perfume on crap, then you step on it, you did still step on crap. That's deep. That's typicality. Okay. I have to. I think I have to play a bit better than yesterday, because yesterday I was like pretty bad and. Okay, the first waves usually are pretty soft core. It's mostly dogs at least here. As you see, like the number of waves is growing, so the battles are getting slowly a bit harder. But they are still. I should not say probably anything, because the last time I did say they're still very easy. Yesterday, most of the enemies made it through. Do I have a chat? Build a scout tower here. Again, it's happening. Yeah, but still one made it through. Like, that's annoying. It shouldn't happen. But it's a good thing that I'm forgetting the maps, because I mean we have like 26 of them, and in the beginning I did remember all of them by heart, but now slowly, luckily I'm starting to forget them. Olaf. I hope the volume is fine, but it should be. I think yesterday it was quite okay. I even watched the recording and did some. Because I often find that when I'm watching people streaming, I don't usually watch that much streaming, but when I do, I always find that it's either no music from the game or no sound effects from the game, or I cannot understand what people are saying. And I would like to avoid doing the same thing. Ah, no! Okay, you see, when a tower is in ruin, either you repair it or it doesn't shoot anymore. No? That's pretty straightforward. Is there another digging guy? Yes. Ah, okay. Now you see they're using the tunnel. You see, this guy is stopping right at the margin of the tower range, and then as soon as the tower is shooting someone else, he's sprinting. He's still dying because no. We can place some additional armor. Okay. Do it here. As soon as a general strategy, as soon as you have a solid core defense here, it's much better to expand a bit. Like so, having some outlier towers here on the sides. Iron, but I still can't build the iron mine. Come on. Yes. Okay, now enemies start to roll on the sides. No. Okay. Okay, just in time. Like to build one. Oh, no, okay. This one will be. So the tower lost all the experience. Also the upgrades. This guy here, the provoker, this one just died. This one can convert your units if you have soldiers deployed. Later on you can deploy some soldiers, and is going to stop your towers from shooting for a while. They are quite annoying. Really like to prepare this tower here. Ooh, just in time. Just in time is the fact. Oh, oh. Okay, but it's working. Really at the end. No, okay, now this tower is not shooting. Oh, okay. I have to admit that I thought it was going to be easy, but I like the fact that it's challenging again now that I don't remember by heart all the maps. Okay, here we are researching. Now we should be sending. We need to always move the headquarters around if we want to build in a province. Okay, oh, okay, here we can build quite a lot. I will first go with some food. No, okay, it's not too bad this one. Yeah, but in general, authority, happiness, and food are the first things that you need to build in a province. And then we also move it here. Okay, we can upgrade it. The hamlet, and that's pretty nice. Okay, we cannot build anything because there was no settlement at all here. Then we need to wait. What shall we research? This one is making. This one I really like. Teamwork. That's available in the next chapter. That these ones are adding each one a new builder, and that's very nice. But okay, we can also reduce a bit the building speed meanwhile. One thing that we require balancing soon, probably also before release, is the cost of research. Currently, it's a bit too low, I think. But I mean, one thing at a time. So basically we just need to lower rebellious activity in Felbert and retake control of a hive. Felbert, how is Felbert doing? Okay, let's rise a bit further this one. We are building, okay. Okay, should not take too long, I think. Maybe a governor wouldn't be bad. Stepping on horse down, okay. This one, for example, is adding luck. Is adding to each percentage roll that you are rolling, you get luck added or detracted according to which one is better. These ones are random dialogues that you get once and then when you come to research. Very short, very gross. Okay, here it's going down, I think. We could actually. Did we finish building here? Yes. Then we build this, and this too. So now it should. And then we move the headquarters here, because the headquarters really helps a lot in keeping rebellion under control as well. What should we build more here? Happiness? That means that... should we listen to rebellion movement? Okay, but not as much. Also at night rebellion is a bit higher. But yeah, I was saying yesterday... that one thing that is going to get added during the early access is a queue for the research system, and I think it's really important, but we just didn't have time to do it now. Okay, but at this point I would go to battle here. Go without You see, we have a wood production due to the province where we are attacking from, and we have all these modifiers because our province attack is much higher than the target province defense, and then we have these modifiers due to the battle board of officers. Let's go for it manually. This one is a tricky map because enemies can come from two sides and there is no joint passage, let's say, where they all meet. So, for example, usually when there is a joint passage, like with a catapult, it's pretty easy to cover it. But if there isn't, of course, you need to make sure both sides are equally protected. And after a while, it's not a problem, but in the first rounds, it can be tricky. You see, who's trying to attack one of my workers? Look. Okay. The workers, I can show you, they usually try to avoid the main roads. It's not always possible, but as long as they can find an alternative way, they try to avoid them. That's because they can be attacked. So, and the enemies usually are crossing the main roads. We also need some iron, that of course we don't have. One made more than one. Shall we build? This side we are quite covered. Yeah, it's because now we have like this one upgraded that it's pretty good. The good thing about starting a new wave earlier is that you make more money. The bad thing is that you will earn less resources, because you only earn resources when there are enemies in map. So in this time between the waves, you are not making any resources. Okay. I think I need to build a catapult. On this side, like this catapult alone is doing. No. Oh. Okay. One thing to keep in mind is that if you can upgrade a tower, it's also going to repair it. So it's going to save you a lot of resources and money in repair. but sometimes you just need to repair because. Another good trick, but in this case I don't think we. Well, we can try it. It's to use one of the workers as a decoy. Look, okay, yeah, it's not even necessary. But you use it to bait the enemies into attacking it, and especially in hard mode, a couple of times it's vital to do stuff like that. Or for example, using these the scout towers for the same reason. You put them like a bit in front of one normal tower, and the enemies stop to attack the scout tower, and then you can kill the enemy before it reaches the bigger tower. I'm still super low in iron. Okay, at least now this part also is solid enough. Come on, yes. I would like to either build a catapult here or a normal tower here. Or both, possible. I'm not using this cooldown ability. This one is like the first one, the only one that we have now unlocked. Basically, this one is increasing the production for all the. Oh no! Wait a second, panic! No! Ah. Okay. I need one more tower here. Then no catapult, but normal tower. The catapult is really satisfactory. We could also consider building a ballista here, but I don't think we need it. Like it's 2 waves from finishing the map. Okay, no, we definitely don't need a ballista now. Probably we didn't even need this one here. This one we can build. I don't remember the last one. Oh. Okay, the worker. Okay. Was that just in time? Okay, looks like the last wave here is not too brutal. Yes, we did it. And we occupied. But this one is also lowering the rebellious activity. Basically, the difference between occupy without bloodshed and pillaging is that occupy without bloodshed, you just take the loot, the base loot, and nothing else. If you do pillage the province, you will get some advantages and disadvantages and more loot. Let's say the consequence is like plus 10% authority, minus 10% rebellious activity, and this is really good. But you also get minus 10% happiness, and this is not good. And minus 10% population, you ruin the relations with the folks, and you destroy some assets in the province. So, let's say we go without bloodshed, then it might be a bit easier. Okay, this is our new province, but it should be, like, it might be that we have them under control, or... no. We are... Okay, no, this one is definitely not under control. Then, okay, we need to rebuild a couple of things. As always, we need to move our headquarters to the province where we want to give direct building orders. Okay, but now we managed it. Perfect. We did it, sir. Finally, turn. About time too. Where was it? Where was what, sir? Damn it, Corporal, you know what. The flask of brandy I've been looking for since I woke up. Especially in the beginning, Hammer is really focused on brandy. Even later too, but in the beginning, really a lot. I don't even know how it came into the character that he is really into brandy specifically. And it just happened, and Here you got the blah blah blah, how to do things. Like I said, I'm trying to skip most of the dialogues. But okay. Chapter 2! Here we go. Okay, so new provinces, new challenges. Each chapter is opening up a set of provinces. As you can see now, some have been already opened up, and we did level up. I think we still rise leadership, because then we can take one important thing. This here I need to add a tooltip, but these special abilities are unlocking with level, and we just unlocked the second one. Our relation with people. And the other good thing is that now we have access to the second level of research. That starts to be a lot more interesting, because we have the cannon tower, we have the outpost tower, and we have the crossbow tower. Crossbow tower is one of my favorites, because it's really resistant to fire. Here we got some campaign instructions. Okay. And then I would say I should be able to unlock this. +1 worker. Why are you here in the middle of the night? It's noon. I could say that a lot of the dialogues from Sergeant Timer are inspired by our university years. There's some scouting here. Okay, failed. And okay, here we increase the production in battle of stone and iron. We go for iron because we were low on iron all the time. I would attack Neuhausen. Okay, wait. Whenever you see this green thing, is that because you can upgrade, and you should always upgrade the settlement, because that's always good. Then here, can we give some more building or not? Here there is a lot of building orders. And here there is none, but there is not much that can be built, but we can do it, and we get closer. Oh, okay, yes. Per Heis. It hurts, but I like it. Okay, yeah, we need it. Also, because we had a free place here in our... They really look reliable people. Okay. There is not much that we can build here, but at least something. Can upgrade those fell or to town. Oh, Neuhausen we already have a... No, okay, Neuhausen we still need to attack. Okay, then we need to attack from Thralls. So we have better modifiers. Anyway, auto-resolve now, we'll try it. But forgive me a second, I need first of all a coffee, and second of all I need to go to the toilet. And we are back. I know I should have one of those fancy screens that say the streamer is momentarily absent, but let's be happy with what we have. Okay, new terrains, yes. This one map was also pretty tough, because enemies can come from here, and from here. You don't go wrong if you start by defending the two sides of the settlement. And we also can build... Catapults are really nice because they have such a range that you can build them a bit far from the road, and that protects them from the attacks of enemies. We can start right away the second wave because it should not be too much of a problem. We build one scout tower. What do we build it here? Okay, this side is a bit weaker. Let's gather some roofs. Wait a second. tower here should be quite better. But now we can also upgrade crossbow tower. That is quite nice. And we did unlock a second ability, but we cannot use it because it's the ability that you can only use if Surgeon Timer is in battle. And this battle we did start without the Surgeon. Yes, crossbow tower. I like it. And I can also show you something related to the crossbow tower. I can show you the real crossbow tower. Try not to have it fall. Look at that. Do you see it? This one, our friend from Dungeon Next, he made it exactly on the model of the crossbow tower from the game. And we have several of them because they are made in resin. So we have the mold and we can print more than one. Really? And allow me to introduce you to Olaf. So, this one is Olaf. Can you see Olaf? Olaf, so, without the camera. I would like to build one more catapult. Definitely feel safe, I guess. And to upgrade one of these. This one? No, we can't. Oh, I hate that I built this tower here. Now everyone is passing from here. But we can also upgrade. No, we didn't unlock the cannon yet. I didn't notice that someone made it through. I hate that this development build text is visible on top of the health, but I cannot put it anywhere else. Are they gonna cross? I think we need more towers on this side as well. I think here should be. The main difference between these two towers is that the crossbow deals more damage and it's slower, and this one deals a bit less damage, but it's faster. If I rate one, yeah. Last wave. Tower 1, Brood 0. Well done. And we pillage. And you see at the same time we are keeping this counter a bit higher by conquering new provinces. Each time you conquer a new province, it moves, you get like some bonus turns. And look, here we reveal the new province also. And we can upgrade now. This one is already under construction. I'll show you when it gets upgraded. Look how nice the fireworks! And here is the fortress burning. And these are the western marches. You can also check what's coming in the first big update after a year release is that you can see your assets built inside a settlement, a bit in Heroes of Might and Magic style, let's say. So you will have a view of the settlement with all the houses in front of you, and then as you build the assets they will appear integrating in the scenery. But for now you can check them out this way. What are the objectives? We take over all the provinces, and then we need to build and maintain at least 3 quarries and 3 mines. Because it's a minerary area, mining area. We can also start 40s and let's check. Cross, scout. Which one has the lowest leaf order? We got high defense. But we can go to Dronian. We attack Dronian from here, so that we also have certain power. Are we using all the... Okay, we are using all the officers. We're teetering on a tower of turds now. Try saying that while drunk. Okay, to battle. We do fight this battle and then I need to go back to coding. Because testing is vital, but coding is also. I love the range of these towers. And the bombard has even a bigger range. It's slow, it's clumsy, but it's really, really, really nice. It does a lot of damage, it has a huge range. Usually, like as a first defense line, the crossbow tower is better than the composite bow tower because of the armor. It has 6 points of armor and 80. This one has 4, and this one is not vulnerable to fire. That is pretty good against, for example, the sappers or other fire-wielding enemies. Check one thing. You could also build a shrine that got unlocked in one of the dialogues. We could build it like here. The shrine is slowing down the enemy most. It also has some special abilities when you upgrade it, but the base tower gives a modifier to the morale. You see, there is this out of care. 72 kills, not bad. This one? 39. You see, this one, a sapper was trying to dig a path through the woods, but I managed to kill it in time. And we have now this special power of this is shouting and bullying. Basically, you select it, you pick an area, you use it, and then for a given time you have a modifier to morale that increases the chance of double damage, and I think to fire rate and to damage. And that's the problem with the cannon, that it's really, really slow. There is this function that I really, really like. Okay. This one was a wish. Bug report. something very small but interesting. It's the magic aura. What's okay? Oh, fix that things. Okay, I will check later. Looking good, like. This is a flaming tower. Taro. Starts to become a bit more intense, this battle already. This one will not be This is semi-tragic, but we are resisting it. One single enemy made it through, it was a witch that caused a lot of damage to this. We were one turn away from a riot. Okay, I think for now that's more or less it. I have a new bug to search for. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I think the next days we will do more of it. Have a good day. Bye.